wanted to do comedy, or if I just wanted to freaking talk political. And I don't know. Honestly, I try not to mix them too much. But to be honest, I just feel like doing a little bit of both. You know what I mean? I mean, a lot of questions have been coming up lately, like, who are you? No, not really who are you, but more like, what the hell are you thinking? What is on your mind? I mean, I'm an atheist, but I'm not an atheist by choice. I'm only an atheist because, well, to me anyway, there's only one solid conclusion, and that is that there is no supernatural aspect of reality. Now, that leads me to a number of conclusions about life, the universe, and all that. And the point is that you have to sit there and take into account some of the politics involved in the world today. I've read so much fiction through my life, from so many genres, and so many time periods, from the 40s to now, that I've been told the views of people's times again and again, through parable and allegory. Something comes to my mind, Dune. Look at that show. Was that a pro-terrorist show? And yet, look at the message it sent. The spice trade. They were talking about oil. The one who will rise. Were they talking about Jesus? Or some warrior messiah? I mean, it just keeps going and going and going. And the point is that, I think I made a point. I haven't, not yet. I feel I'm stuck in a world gone left when it should have gone right. And that's a hard place to be. I read an article recently, or a little snippet from a part of an article, and it said that in the late 60s or early 70s, when you went to Disneyland in California, like I did as a child, the architecture from inside the building, the Tomorrowland, the incredible shrinking place, all the things that were supposed to be the wave of the future that never happened, you couldn't distinguish the inside of the park from the outside. And I'm wondering if that didn't leave some kind of impression on me. Because I remember growing up as a kid going to these fantastic restaurants. And then slowly, they just fell into decay. They fell into disuse, and then they were boarded up and then torn down and taken away. All the neon, all the freaking promise, all the things. And all we get? Mini malls. Freaking storefront, freaking fake, freaking villa-like things that all just fell into crap. Gone were the freaking big plate glass fronts. Windows. Gone were the freaking shackled tiles or the big signage, And it's just, I couldn't help but feel that was just a world in decline. Where was the bright promise of the late 50s and early 60s, before that counterculture set in, and everything became so peaceful, so purposeful, and yet so down the toilet? Summer of love turned into the freaking autumn of freaking discord, and I'm not sorry about it. That's why I'm not sorry about any of my views. Because I think a lot of us want to get to that place, but we're not really agreeing on how. And worse, we're not even caring how the other person wants to get there anymore. Or that it's even a good place to get there at all. Because once you've gotten there, it's not a place you really want to be. It's a trade-off. And a bad trade-off. Because it's somebody else's idea. And we tear and rip each other. And nothing ever gets settled. I don't know. I've been arguing with politics with all these people, and it's like, I could see a world where if we had a solid country, the country would take care of the people. We could live in a Tomorrowland. And in a Tomorrowland, all these problems of who gets what and who's been denying who and who's been treating who wrongly won't matter as much if you're enjoying the ride. That's what I think. And that's why I think that, I don't want a light rail. I don't want a super train. I want that monorail. I want the freaking moving sidewalk. Nah, maybe not, I'm not sure I want someone flying a sky car over me either. But I would like to see a lot of our problems solved. Go to the airport, have someone pick you up in a sky taxi, go to where you want to go, some convention, and then come back. And no wait. Just press a button, wait, like a bus. Not this airport fiasco. And why do we have space shuttles that are like rockets instead of airplanes? It's just, if we had atomic energy instead of nuclear power, if the Avion Glider, or the, whatever it is, the TLC, sorry, I'm not high. If we had that, it could friggin', we could have nuclear fuel, clean energy, radiation-free nuclear power. Of course, anything that could be a battery could be a bomb. So, I'm not sure I really want someone walking around with something the size of a pea-sized battery that could be chucked in a house with a friggin' rewired alarm clock or iPod and blow the whole house to smithereens, I'm sure people might chuck something through my window, There's a tipping point. But there's also a point where we have to respect that power and energy are the basis of all our technological and mechanized life. It doesn't mean we have to be a slave to it. But if we're going to build a better future, and one where people have all these rights, we have to make sure we have the foundation for those rights. And that starts with a sound base for our future. And that's an Earth base, not a moon base or anything. To get to the stars, we have to get a firm stand in the world. That's what I think. And that's what we need to do. And there's my mixed comedy, Republicus, freaking right-wing nutjob, left-wing utopianist, retrofuturist, absolute crap I preach. So what? We'll never get there anyway.